Hello, Sagittarius, my Saggies. Welcome to your reading, guys. This week, we are doing release and receive. So what energy are you releasing? And what energy are you about to receive? What is the storyline here? Let's get started. I love release and receive. It's one of my favorite spreads. Let's see. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, okay. All right, that was my energy oracle deck. I'm gonna get everything pulled out first. And I'm going to the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck. Let's see what we got here. Now I'm going to my Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Tarot deck. Give me a second here. Give me a second, Sag. Okay, what I'm getting here, I'm going to kind of give you a little bit before I show you the cards. So the release looks to me like something that you have really been focused on. Something that you've had a lot of your focus directed towards. I want to say feeling a little defensive about what you're directing your attention towards. Not because it feels like it's attacking you in any way, but almost because it's something you have to work through, or you had to work through, and you were trying to get answers. And through doing that, you've been like really withdrawn, like total hermit mode. The hermit card is there. I'll show you in a minute. And trying to assess what you've been working on in life, what you've been working towards, and perhaps what this thing is that you have a great focus towards, how to move towards it, how to get the momentum to go towards it. You're being asked to release that. This is a very common theme this week, like just to release it. If it's causing you, it does feel like it's making you a little bit like defensive, a little bit defensive. Maybe with yourself or just life in general, just because you can't figure this out. You don't know how to move towards it. Wanting to get here, I'm just going to show you the tarot first. It's like wanting to get from this Hermit card, the Seven of Pentacles is working it all out, to the Chariot. This is like really strong, fast movement. It's pretty hard to go from here to here. That's not It's not well balanced, so there's the release in that, right? So here's the two cards in the actual release. The Hostilities card and the Bee. The Hostilities card feels a lot like the King of Swords to me. So it is about a truth. It's some sort of truth. But this, like, the guys come down these stairs through this path in the woods, been working towards something to get to something. There's something there that you want. And with the Bee, this is really the center of attention. This is something has got you. It's a very creative energy that you're really focused on. It's a fun, it's a happy energy, and you're really focused towards it. And how do I get from the Hermit to this Chariot? It's just trying to figure that out in a way is just, it's not helping you. It's not helping you on the journey. So just kind of release that energy. This is really an energetic release for you. Just to try to release that. And here I see why. So in the receive, this is why I didn't want to give you everything all at once. I wanted to get the whole message. So we have the crown chakra and the broken heart is in the receive. Now the broken heart isn't exactly what it seems like. There's a broken heart here, I feel like. You're not, like, something's not going to happen to break your heart. I'm getting the message that the broken heart is appearing in the receive because that's part of the reason you can't get what it is that you're working for here, what you've been trying to get. Like, you need to release how you've been working towards this. So I'm getting the Mother of Swords underneath the broken heart. It's telling me that there's something that you haven't cut out yet that hasn't allowed this heart to be healed a little bit more. And it's not much. I feel like you've done a lot of work. There's like one little tear falling off of this heart. There's a scar running down the heart and it's almost sealed. It's almost healed. There's one last little thing, and it's like once you do that, because you've already put the work in, you got the Beaver card here coming in with the 7th chakra and the broken heart. Like, you've done the work. You really have. And I'm also being told that to focus on work. If you're still working, if you're working somehow, whatever you're working on, even if you're just working around the house, to focus on that. Because you're going to be receiving some sort of information with the 7th chakra. Like, you're going to get clarity. You're going to have some clarity here, which is going to make all of this energy go away. Like, this is difficult energy. You've been having trouble figuring out, like, how do I go from here? How do I work that out to get over here, like this running stallion or mare, or whatever it is. This one reminds me of a mare. But, like, how do I do that? Okay, you can't because of the broken heart. That has to be addressed first. There's something there that needs to be addressed. And again, it feels like it's one last little thing. Maybe one last little tear. One last little realization about how things have played out for you, what your part has been in those, what other people's parts have been in those interactions. Something here that needs to be cut out. There might even be someone that you need to cut out that's breaking your heart, that has nothing to do with what you have your focus on. Like, the two of those energies don't jive. They can't come together. So the 3 tarots that you got, it's interesting, they're all birds too. I just noticed that. We got the Fool, the Hierophant, and then there's the Queen of Swords. So Aries, Taurus, and this would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And this involved, like, because it's coming in underneath the 7th chakra that is the receive. Something is coming in for you. You're going to understand something. Like, your intuition is just going to go off the charts. I almost feel like just off the charts, and you're going to know. Whatever you've been trying to figure out, sort of through like your mind and just your thought process, is going to feel like, well, this is a thought, or this is just a realization. It's an understanding. It's like you've all of a sudden, like, you might wake up in the middle of the night and all the pieces have been put together and you're like, oh my God, now I finally get it. Now I finally understand. And this enables you to take a leap of faith. This Fool, this little chick, like, feeling very young, feeling very bold, feeling very confident. Like, this little chick is ready to jump and leap forward. And look, somebody's holding a key here. The Hierophant is holding a key. Key to success. Almost cheering you on. This deeper spiritual part of you cheering you on. You can do this. You've got it. You got the little download here with the 7th chakra. The underline is all tied up. I feel like that's your energy. Like this is definitely trying to figure it out, trying to get, I don't know how to get there, like release this, release what you're working on, how you've been working on it, how you've been thinking about it. Because if we overthink something so much and we don't know all the information, we end up thinking ourselves into a reality that may not even exist. It's not even true. That's why it's not working, right? Oh, look at that. The underline of the Unknown Animal Spirit Tarot deck is the horse. And you have the Chariot here. You have these two. This one feels like a stallion to me, and this one feels like the mare. So the underline, perhaps like you are trying to get to this mare or this stallion. And the Five of Wands is the underline for the tarot. The Five of Wands is the underline for the tarot. It's like all the pieces, yeah, all the pieces, you can't quite get them to match up to create the puzzle here, to finish the picture. Something's going to happen here for you. But there is a link with this broken heart. Let's see what the teeny tiny tarot tells us. I'm kind of getting the off and on energy that the little bee could somehow be connected to the broken heart. The little bee here. Let's see. But so far there's nothing here to indicate someone like from your past. Okay, what is this bee? This is something you've been focused on. What is this bee? Oh, see, it might be. Yeah. Okay, the bee. I'm going to tell you why in a second. I think that it might be connected to the broken heart. I had a feeling it was. So we got the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. So this is something that you wanted to move towards romantically. You had feelings for it, but it was slow. Almost, you can't, right? But that's the problem here. You got the Hermit trying to figure out how to get to the Chariot. And the Queen of Swords, like both these knights are trying to move towards this Queen of Swords energy. What is the bee? What is the focus of attention? As this sits on my table, this is why I'm associating with this Mother of Swords, the Queen of Swords, with the broken heart. Because it's the way the cards are laying out, it's sitting underneath the broken heart. So it's kind of confirming for me what my intuition was telling me that the bee is. So you have this focus on something. Maybe it's breaking your heart because you can't go from Hermit to Chariot. Well, aren't we all stuck in the Hermit mode right now? Isn't the whole world gone into a Four of Pentacles Hermit mode? Pretty much. So that's the past. I'm not going to clarify a lot of that because you're being asked to release it. Release it. Let's look at the beaver here. This beaver energy. Putting the work in. That won't go back in. Okay. Putting the work in. Going on a journey here. The Eight of Cups with the Justice card and the Ace of Swords for this beaver. This is putting the work in. Walking away. With the Eight of Cups, walking away. Finding your balance. But it looks like you are. You are finding your balance because the Justice card has come in with the Ace of Swords. So you're finding your balance and you're getting to your truth. You're getting to the truth of the matter. Let's see if we can get an indication what this seventh chakra is. I feel like something is coming in for you, like some sort of clarity, intuition, understanding of your intuition, understanding of your journey. Wow. Jeez, mind blow. 6, 7, 8. We're just missing the 9. It's not on the table yet. And then to the 10. It's like you're skipping the 9. You're not even going to do like overthinking anymore. The 6 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and then the 10 of Swords. Wow. So now it's almost like this clarity. Something's going to come through for you to understand that how to get to this better place, how to get movement, is to literally walk away from where you are, walk towards what you perceive that you cannot go to, what you are perceiving that you cannot move towards, to end this. Yeah, I'm looking at him like he's got all these swords in his body. I'm sure one of those swords at least is in his heart, if not a couple. How to get to this better place. You're going to know how to get to this better place somehow. Definitely coming in through your mind with all these swords. It's really weird. I keep getting like this Libra energy in your reading. I have to keep reminding myself this is Sagittarius. There's a very heavy Libra energy in this reading. And the swords, there's definitely... We have Cancer. There's a lot of major arcana, actually. We have the Hermit, the Chariot. So out of the 3 tarot that you got for your release, 2 of them are major arcana. And again, for your receive, out of the 3 tarot, 2 of them are major arcana. So this is something big for you. You feel this is very big. I think the universe is answering you back by saying, yes, it is. With this Fool and the Hierophant in the receive. The Fool and the Hierophant. The Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Pentacles. Luck is changing here. Luck is changing somehow. I don't know how. I don't know how. I got that in a couple of readings. Like, I don't know. Maybe the COVID's just going to disappear and like everything is... I don't know. Luck is changing somehow, or circumstances or situations. Something's going to change. You're also going to be getting, it's almost like your situation's changing up a little bit, and at the same time, your thought process, your intuition, you're just knowing also changes. And then this all becomes, now you know how to put these together to create something. Whereas before you kept trying to put them together and it wasn't making anything. It just wasn't being successful. The Broken Heart. We'll try. What do we got on the Broken Heart? So many cards want to come out. There's a lot of cards for the Broken Heart. We have the 2 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the World card, the 7 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. So the Broken Heart, it's like you made a... Oh, sorry, the Chariot got missed in that. The Chariot, I knew it was there and it's it. The Chariot sits between the 7 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. And that's where you're trying to get to, right? There's something that you're thinking and imagining and fantasizing about, and you're trying to get there. It's almost like this offer, wanting to bring in this offer, or wanting to be somewhere to receive this offer. So this Broken Heart looks like it has something to do with in the past, you're moving towards something, and even at that time it was difficult. Like this has never been easy for you with the 9 of Wands. Moving towards this has never been easy, but somehow you're driven towards it. Like it feels like something for you with the Bee and all this major arcana. And then we get the World card, which is, even though things were difficult, you're almost at the 10. 9 of Wands is almost at the 10 of Wands. So you're almost ready to drop some sort of burdens here and start, but then that didn't get to happen. You didn't get to do it. Everything changed. You went into a big new cycle here with the World card, and that's left you in your head with all these possibilities and things to think about and fantasize about and wonder about. And part of that is getting this Chariot moving. Getting this Chariot, getting this movement again towards what it is that you wanted, that you had your focus on. To get to the Chariot, almost I want to say to offer this cup. There's someone that maybe you want to offer a cup to. Maybe you sense that this person is feeling disappointment. Maybe, I don't know, you can't get to them somehow. It can be, oh, that's interesting. I was just going to say that like the energy can also be reversed too. Can always be that in any sort of tarot reading. The 9 of Swords is at the bottom. There's that 9 of Swords that I was looking for that wasn't in the rest. So It's underlined here. So you are definitely, oh, so now I see where you are. You're so close. Because that was the card that was missing in this sequence. 6, 7, 8, 10. The 9 is where you are, I'm hearing. The 9 is where you are. So you're almost ready for this ending. You're so close to this ending. It's like you've been receiving information. Your intuition has already been talking to you. I feel like, yeah, this is almost a combination. You're in the middle of these two energies. But you're much more strongly pushed at this point in the receive energy, like really receiving the potential of a new beginning for you here. It feels like a new beginning because you've got a 10 of Swords and you've got the Fool, and you've got the World card. So a guidance for Sagittarius, for Saggies here. What is the guidance for Saggy? Oh, it's a lot of cards. The first one is the Hanged Man. This is an interesting Hanged Man. This guy is like, all he really has to do is take I don't know, what does it call it, a rag or a cloth or whatever's draped over his arms. His hands and his lower arms aren't strapped in, so he can unstrap himself. It just takes a little bit of work so that you can see the truth and you can make a choice to go left or right. Now, a bunch of cards came out here. Oh, we got the Knight of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, and the King of Wands. Saggy, the King of Wands. There's something that you want. Happiness. Don't we all want happiness? It's just, it feels like it's taken forever because there's your Knight of Pentacles again, and you had that over here. You had that Knight of Pentacles over here. And it's working towards the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. So it almost feels like something that's available to you that brings you happiness, but you can't figure out how to get to it. And it brings you happiness, you know it's going to bring you like almost like celebration energy. And then you're in your power with the King of Wands. I think the guidance here, it's almost like this is just kind of retelling the story that we just told, but in the Cole's Notes format. You're almost there. Like you are at the 9 of Swords and then the 10 of Swords, and it seems like that's the end of whatever this download is, whatever this is that you're trying to understand. And you're so close. You're so close. So don't lose hope. You're so close. Just the message is coming in there. Ooh, the Queen of Cups. You're very close. Love, happiness, deep feelings, the expression of that as well. Okay, Sagittarius, that was a nice reading. It's nice to know how close you are, right? I feel like your release is something you kind of have been releasing. It's almost as if the universe is coming in to say you've done a lot of work and we know you've been patient, and look at how close you are. Right? Look at how close you are. It's like if you're running a marathon blindfolded, or you just don't know where the finish line is, and people just keep cheering, you're close, you're close, you're close. And you're like, I've been running for 2 days and you keep telling me I'm close. And now they're saying, you know what? You literally have about 500 meters to go. 500 meters to go, Sag, and you're done. So, wow, really? So that's how close you are. And then they say, you know, you've got 500 meters to go, but maybe that seems like a long time because you've been running for so long. And they say, but listen, you've already run 500 miles, but you didn't realize it because you were blindfolded the whole time. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty much the journey of life. You're blindfolded until you get there. And it's like, oh, here I am. So you're almost there. You're very close, Sagittarius. Thank you, guys. Until next week, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.